Hi, my name is Dan Hickam. I'm with Sentinel Emergency Solutions. Today we're here with Chief Bill Starkey of the Cherokee Pass Fire Protection District. Chief Starkey and his department have participated in the Darley Sentinel drone program. They have purchased a Maverick 30T drone from us. And Chief, why don't you just tell us real quick a little bit about the Cherokee Pass Fire Protection District?
Well, we cover 390 square miles of this county, and we have 80,000 acres of U.S. forestry, plus all the private, plus all the conservation, state conservation. Population that we cover is about approximately 6,000, which is half, 50% of our county, or just under. So mileage-wise, we cover a lot more, but we have a lot of hikers, a lot of people coming down to for entertainment along the small rivers, and they go hiking, then
Sure.
they get lost.
Okay.
So we was after a drone that wanted the thermal on it so we could get out and find them at night, because most of our calls, they wait till about dark, because they look till about dark, and then they decide they can't find them. So then we go out and have to search for them. A lot of times we can, if we can get them with any cell service at all, we can get a GPS reading on them and go to them. But a lot of times that's way back also. So we have to locate that and go to them. And this drone would definitely help eliminate a lot of the search times and recovery times on these searches.
Gotcha.
Especially injured people,
Sure.
Injured.
So we have identified, obviously, that for you all the search and rescue aspect is a big part of it. We also have departments that use the drone on hazmat situations where we've had perhaps a truck go down an embankment or something like that, carrying hazardous chemicals or fuel spills, things of that nature. So the drone is really a multifaceted tool for you all. I understand you've used it as well on some accident-related items.
We have, and we will continue just increasing the use of it. There's no limit to what it's capable of and what we can do with it. So
Great.
it's just a matter of learning what we can do with it and
Sure.
how it's going to benefit us.
Great. So, Chief, you mentioned to me that you were able to acquire this trailer to put the hard wiring necessary for the drone screens and that. You were able to acquire this by obviously getting some help from the community?
I did. I went around to them and asked for some donations and told them I'd put their logo on the side of it.
Oh, okay.
If they donated a certain amount. And they did, and that's what we ended up with. We used to operate out of a pickup truck cab.
Sure.
So this just makes it so much better.
Yeah. So the reason we wanted to show this morning was, a lot of people think of the drone as the little controller, which we'll see here in a minute, simply flying the drone around. You can mount a TV screen inside of a compartment on a truck. We've had departments do that with drones they bought from us. Chief Starkey has obviously taken it to the next level here a little bit. They've actually, as you can tell, designated a whole trailer here, not only for their drone, but they also have a setup inside, which we'll get into, that shows the kind of command post that they use this for. It's very comfortable for the operators. They have air conditioning and heating. Inclement weather, they're able to use the drone because with the Mavic 30T drone, we are able to fly that drone in inclement weather. So this is really a top-notch setup. The Darley people came down and took some pictures of this as well, and we're wanting to use this to show just another capability not only of the drone, but how you can expound upon the drone program and make it fit your needs. Okay, so we're here inside the trailer, obviously. You can tell that Cherokee Pass Fire Protection District has laid this trailer out to meet their needs and have done a very efficient use of their storage abilities here. They put some cabinets in to be able to provide not only for items they need for the drone program, but also for other needs that they have here. We've got storage, we've got a county map, we've got a small command area up front here, so if we need to prep or continue to go over some maps, things of that nature, we've got the area here for the technicians to use as well. We're able to carry some additional supplies up front. The ladies right now are looking at a overview map on the screen of what we're seeing, what you would actually see on the controller module of the drone. We're also being able to assess current situations as far as weather conditions. They can access all that through their laptop so that when we get on the scene, we're able to determine what we need to use, what we need to have available for us to make the proper decisions based on whatever that scenario is, whether it would be a rescue, as the chief had mentioned earlier, search and rescue, whether it would be a perhaps a vehicle incident or a hazmat situation. And the layout is nice and compact, yet at the same time we have plenty of room, not only as I mentioned for storage, but to hold command or preparations for whatever the event may be. I understand you ladies have taken some of the features from the drone and able to transcribe that into some actual hard copy type stuff for your firefighters and personnel here. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the options you have added yourself?
Yes, this trailer has complete internet capabilities. As long as we have one bar cell service, we can pull up the internet, or we can pull up different mapping systems. If she can photo shoot something that's of importance in the field, we can actually download it here. We've got a color printer within this trailer that we can actually print the image out here on the scene so first responders can see it. And it's actually a waterproof paper in case it's raining. And then we can map anything. We've got various maps, topo or hunt and view, kind of a hybrid and a topo map combined that we can use. If she gives me some coordinates, I can plot it on the map real quick and we can figure out the quickest access for our guys to reach whatever the problem is.
Kylie, I know you and I have worked together in the past on some stuff here. Can you tell us what probably the biggest feature that you use on your drone?
Definitely the thermal. We
Okay.
use that all the time.
Okay. And the clarity on the thermal is good, you're able to see? Yeah.
Very well, actually.
Yeah. Okay, great. So the Matrix drone series is providing you with a little bit larger screen and input area than some of the other drones that we sell. It just depends on what your budget is. We all have budgets. This particular drone, depending on the options in that, is going to run you somewhere between $15,000 and $30,000. Once again, that's going to be just based upon what your department needs are. How do you find the controller that you use? And Grace, let's point over here to the controller real quick. This is the actual controller that the operator uses. Do you find the controller to be simple and easy to use?
Actually, no.
Okay,
It has
we'll
been...
edit that.
Okay. It was confusing at first, but now it's pretty easy to use.
Okay,
It just takes some time to getting used to, but
Sure.
other than that, right now it's pretty easy.
okay,
I've gotten along with it fairly well.
okay. Yes, I've been here when you've had the drone up. I've seen that you're able to identify, certain landmarks or things that you're looking for. I know one of the things we discussed with you in the past was doing grid searches, and you found that grid search to be helpful for you all whenever you are using it for a rescue, for example, let's say. Yeah. So we offer some support on the Darley drones through the program that Sentinel Emergency Solutions is involved. We will come down, and Chief will tell you, we've come down, we will do some training. You don't just buy a drone from us and then we walk off. When we sell you a drone, we come in, we will do demonstrations, we will do training, we will do follow-up after the sale. The other thing with Darley is that we provide 24/7 service. So if it's a weekend, a weeknight, doesn't matter, you have a problem, Darley provides that service that you can call a number and get a technician on the phone if there are issues or if you have questions that you need answered immediately. Okay, so we're actually taking a physical look at the drone today. One of the things that you all have done here is you have, I noticed, increased your cord length.
Yes.
So that you're not tethered to, you're tethered to the trailer, but you're not tied to just sitting in that seat in front of that screen. So you're able to actually walk out here. We could walk over here, we could walk over there. How long is your cord there? About 40 feet?
50 feet.
50 feet. Okay, so this is a real advantage when we're talking about the drones. The last thing we want is everybody trying to look over her shoulder at this little control unit. She can come out here and physically see the drone in the air. We can have people inside watching what is going on. The same vision that you see on this screen is what is transmitted into the trailer there. So it gives the operator some opportunity to not be constricted by a ton of people looking over them. We can also be in there talking and plotting, doing different things while she is concentrating on running the drone physically. The drone, the Matrix 30T, this is our most popular seller. There, as I mentioned, we sell about 4 different brands from Darley. The drones all come with warranty from Darley. There are other options that you can do with the drones as far as long-term benefit. Darley offers a program where we can send this drone into them once a year, and they will do kind of a checkup on the drone to make sure that the blades are balanced properly, to make sure that everything is working correctly on the drone. And they will also provide you with any updates. The updates are also available to you through the web when you sign up for a Darley drone program. They keep you in tune with any type of updates that come along that you can download into your software, hardware to get where you need to be current. So do we want to go ahead and fire the drone up, Grace? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let you take the drone and just kind of fire it up for us and show the drone in action. So your control screen there gives you a printout not only of what the drone sees, but it also tells you how high the drone is, correct?
Yes.
Gives you your altitude, gives you your run time you have left on the batteries.
Yes.
Okay, so the package that we have sold in this particular configuration, as I mentioned, is our most popular package. Comes with 8 batteries. The drone runs on 2 batteries at a time for approximately 40 minutes. The drone will let you know when it needs to come back and have the batteries charged. You can override that a couple of times, but the drone will eventually take its own course and come back and land where it took off from when it gets to such a low battery. The theory here is if we run for 40 minutes and we need to change batteries, we land the drone, we put 2 new batteries in, the drone takes back off to do its job. Those batteries are now recharging. With the total of 8 batteries in the charger and storage case, we can literally run this thing round the clock if we had to. So while the batteries are charging, we're running, those batteries come out, we put new ones in, we just keep cycling through. One of the options that is available on this drone for places that have, for example, let's say a county fair or a big parade or a rodeo or something like that, is we have what's called a tether system. The tether system, we can run the drone up about 80 feet, actually a hard line that tethers the drone. Of course, that provides us with power for 24/7, and then we can just slowly rotate that drone, for example, around when we're dealing with a crowd situation. So we have some departments that have state fairs, that type thing, that have taken the drones and now they're able to do crowd control, or not necessarily control, but observation. So if there is an incident where we have someone perhaps succumb to heat stroke or something like that, they're aware of it. Or if there's other issues, we've got an eye in the sky on the thing 24 hours. This is a option for the drone, and we could get into that if the department is interested in that. We can bring in a demo for that item as well. So with the drone controller, you can run it on batteries. It does not have to be hardwired to the unit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if we have one of these and we don't have the luxury of a trailer such as this, we can simply put it in a truck, drive to the scene, pop the drone out. The controller right there provides us with a screen for the operator to be able to see what's going on. We can also record with the drone for if you all want to do training and you want to come back and then break it down on a TV screen inside so you can see, hey, we did this correctly, we need to improve on this, we need to change our operating procedures. So the drone is not just for incidents out here in the field, it is also a valuable training tool. And that's one of the things we find departments when they get the drone, you do have to apply for a 107 series license, but this allows you to use the drone in a number of different areas in your district, and that you can use it for training as well as incidents. The Mavic and a series of drones are also able, if we have a situation, we can do what is called unlocking the drone. And what that means is if we were to have a prison or an airport in our area that we need to fly over or would need to use for a search and rescue or a search, or in the event of a catastrophic, for example, we had a tornado come through here not that long ago, we're able to make a couple of phone calls, get the drone what is called unlocked, and that allows us to fly over restricted airspace. There are a lot of drone people selling drones out there. You won't get that from just a drone you buy off the internet. These are things that you have to buy through a licensed dealer such as Sentinel and Darley.